Greetings, gamer girls! I am Celestine, also known as Clona Comics Inc, and then welcome back to more Mega Man. Last time, we took on the three of the robot monsters, Gutsman, Cutman, Electman, and now we're going to take on Iceman, Bombman, Fireman. I cannot believe I just referenced that. Whatever. We're going to take on Iceman next. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh my gosh, this thing. Okay. Use Electman's weapon on this thing. Okay. Yeah, if you can believe it, in any what do you know? An NES game with ice physics in it. These things I recommend using Electman's power on is this, I believe, is the Thunder Beam, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Thunder Beam. The Thunder Beam is arguably the best weapon in the game, so yeah, it's also very good for taking out these things. Though I would recommend switching to the Mega Buster here. Not for those things. I should also mention that if you want to, you can use the Thunder Beam to take out those things as well, but you might want to be quite conservative with your Thunder Beam just by how good it is. And these things right here, they will respawn every time you get closer to the... Okay, we can totally afford to use every time you defeat one. They will respawn at the end of the screen every time you defeat one. However, if you're low on energy or just ammo, I guess, you can grind on them if you really, really want to. The other reason I like taking on Electman after this after Electman is because there are actually some not only is the his power the weakness of the boss, but also because there's some pretty frustrating platform you gotta do, and also with ice physics and these things, that's not very healthy. look at how touchy these ice physics. Like, I'm still moving backwards even when I'm like at the wall. Now if you jump down here and oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. If you're having trouble hitting those things with the rolling color, by the way, you can just use the Thunder Beam. And these, okay, what you want to do here is you want to, oh wait, no. Okay. Jump on this one. Jump prematurely onto this, or not do that. Okay. Jump on this one. Jump prematurely. Jump on this. Jump prematurely. Jump up here, and jump up here. There you go. Now we got another one, and I will say, this one's actually really annoying, so this is actually one of the cases where I would actually really recommend using the Magnet Beam to get through it, because I haven't even figured out the solution to this one yet, so... Actually, wait, hold on. I gotta get the Magnet Beam out right here. Jump on this, jump on this, jump on this, then use the Magnet Beam here. There you go. But right here, I would actually really recommend keeping the Magnet Beam out, because you got these things right here. Those are platforms that you can stand, those are robots that you can stand on, however, they shoot at you. And down here, if you're low on the Magnet Beam, you can use that. And by the way, I want to mention real quick that the Magnet Beam actually will fall with you if you are using it while falling, so... Okay, I don't care what anyone says, that was just bad luck. Oh. Wow, that was actually really unlucky. I know you probably want me to cut to where we were, but I don't want to personally. Which, how many lives do we have? We have not even gotten a single one up this entire playthrough. I think there's a pretty easy one-up you can get at some point. I don't really remember when it is. Okay. Oh, come on! Again, ice physics. Well, our final score was 279,000. If we hit continue, we do gotta start the entire stage again. But on the bright side, you'll have all your weapons refilled again. But your score will reset as well. I'm just gonna cut back to where we were. Okay, we're back. Now, apologies, I don't really mean to fail so much, but I don't know about you guys, but I personally find this to be the hardest stage in Mega Man 1. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, think about it. You got ice physics, you got these things that are like trying to shoot you, and on top of that, you got these Okay, I finally got to the end of it, and I lost another life in the process. Well, not another life, but there's actually a 1-up right down there, and I gotta say, I could really use it. There, we got another, like the first 1-up of the entire thing, in fact. If we go over here, we can get, a bunch of nice stuff. But I will say, I think this health is gonna go to waste, because when we head down here, we have yet another... Oh! That was incredibly lucky. I will say, Iceman's power will definitely make this guy a lot more tolerable to deal with. And wow, we were moonwalking. Got more of these jerks. Okay. And as you might have guessed, this guy's weakness is Electman. You'd think it'd be Fireman, but... Oh, wow. Okay, I will say, this guy is a joke if you have Electman's power, but... Yeah, his weakness is Electman. You'd think it'd be Fireman, but... I think... I mean, you have both Fireman and Iceman, but when you think about it, you have both fire and ice, and they can't really be weak to each other. But oh well. Speaking of Fireman, he's who we're going after next. So yeah, I usually like to do Now, okay, right here, Electman's power might actually come really handy because you can, throw his power upwards, and you can, get the, things above you that way. Now, besides, just having the weakness to, whoever I'm going after next, the reason I like to, go after, certain robots is because they have certain, like, things you can get in there, or whatever, just... After that, I kind of just get to the next ones because I do the next one. Anyways, Iceman's powers. The Ice Slasher. You can use these to freeze your enemies on contact. You can also use them to freeze fire somehow. Which could possibly mean that this isn't even fire at all. No! I already died! Bluntly put, I'm not very good at Mega Man. Like, I know a lot about, like a lot of games, well, I know I've said this a couple times before, but bluntly put, I'm not very good at games. Like, I know a lot about them and I like playing them, but I'm not very good when it comes to actually playing them. Those fireball things right there that look like they're wearing sunglasses, I guess those can be, no, don't. Okay, invincibility frames for the win, jeez. I say screw the fuel gauge, or fuel tank, or whatever it's called. We have a couple mini fuel tanks, but I really don't think it's risky enough to go get them. Yeah. Now up here, actually no, there was like something that I think was supposed to appear, but it doesn't come till later in the level. What? Okay. Now these things, you actually can't get hurt by touching the edge of them. They're basically like fire versions of things in the Electman stage. Oh, I was about to say you're probably almost guaranteed to take a hit from the ones down there, but I guess not. Anyways, I'm gonna use the magnet beam to get these things up here. And I'm gonna refill our ice slasher and our thunder beam. And I will say it definitely feels good to be feels good to be it definitely feels good to be doing a stage without ice physics after doing one, because like a lot of people, I am not really the biggest fan of ice physics, but it's usually more or less in 2D games that I have trouble with ice physics in. In 3D games, I can usually do pretty good against them, but in 2D games, not so much. Okay, now be careful on this part. I guess I would recommend switching to the ice slasher. Oh! We're gonna take a hit here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, you know what? Too high for my likings. Okay. Okay. Now wait till the ice to this thing is a bit lower, then bam! Jump! Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. They can't be killed when they're going up, though, so don't worry about that. Wait. Oh. Could have used that a little while ago, but okay. You know, this music kind of reminds me of a Metaton's theme, the Metaton theme in Undertale. All right. Now this part right here, you could try to get through his thing, but you're kind of unlikely to. Yeah, and you're probably gonna have to rely on invincibility frames to get through this. So I think it's better just to use the magnet beam to get through this. And wow, look at this! We have upgraded versions of the things we found in the Iceman stage. Except here they explode. So when you hit them, so you want to make sure you're kind of far away when you hit them. Otherwise you're gonna take pretty big damage. Shoot. Okay. There's a big weapon refill up there, so I guess we'll go get that. Okay. Most people would probably recommend taking on Electman first, because his weapon is pretty good. And what do you know? We actually don't have one of those big things. Even though I said that Iceman's power really nerfs them. Well, maybe nerf isn't the correct word to be using. Also, a thing about the enemies in stages is that they're usually tinted to be a certain color depending on what stage you're in, regardless of if it's a Robot Master stage or not. But right here we got Fireman. His weakness is Iceman. Now I should mention, if you get hit, there's going to be a little flame there that's going to stay there for a couple seconds that could possibly damage you even when the invincibility frames are over. So be wary of that. And lastly, Bomb Man. Alright, Bomb Man is probably has my second favorite. Oh, geez, music. Cutman's my personal favorite. Jeez. I don't know what these things are called, but they're kind of annoying. I don't know. What would you guys say? I'd say maybe my top 6 themes in this game would probably be Cutman, Bombman, Iceman, Electman, Gutsman, then Fireman. Oh, anyways, I guess I could explain what Fireman's power does. So you can launch a flame, but if you notice, it actually also creates a little barrier around you. It's not impenetrable, but it's good. Now, okay, now these things. As long as you stay in this area right here, those things can't hurt you. But right when it disappears, go up here and then rinse and repeat. And, oh, jeez, that was bad. Okay, okay. Uh-oh. Okay, go. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. Oh, we got some things up there, so I think it might be a smart idea if we went and got those. Ow. And just to make sure we don't fall, I'm going to use the magnet beam here. I don't think I mentioned this before, by the way, but spikes are actually instant kill. If you land on spikes, you're instantly dead. But the invincibility frames can't save you. And right there, I would recommend using the thunder beam to get rid of all those guys when their mouths are open. I don't know, they always kind of look like mouths to me. I don't know what they look like to you. Oh, these things. This is where Iceman actually kind of comes in handy. You can freeze them in place, switch to your Mega Buster, and then beat them that way. Oh, I got more of these things. Okay, be careful. It's actually very easy to fall off on that part since you got both the bullet shooter and the I guess bullet. I guess those things could be considered bullets in a way, but I don't know. Actually, why don't we just use the Mega Buster on that? Thing about these things is that, like I said, they respawn instantly. I guess if you wanted, you could jump to make it so they respawn up. What? How did I not hit that? Okay. Oh! Okay. Alright, now this part. I would recommend kind of, okay. Stand here, wait for one to appear, jump on the ladder, and then go. Oh, yeah, that was actually very effective. And we got more of these things. Like I said, if you kill one, it'll just respawn like the, like those things. Ooh, okay, I'm nervous, so I'm gonna use the Magnet Beam. Magnet Beam's kind of recommended on that part because of the spikes. Oh my god. Why are these things still spawning? They shouldn't be here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I guess we can use, oh my gosh, okay. You can use the, you can, freeze them while they're in the air as well. Even though their shields are kinda up, you can still do it. Well, not even kinda, they are up, so... I think we have another one of those big things coming up. Oh, actually, no, it's just one of those things. Well, don't worry. We're gonna encounter some... Oh god, it's frozen. We're probably gonna die against Bomb-Man, but... But it's fine. I mean... Now, you might be thinking you can just jump down. You don't want to do that. what you want to do is you want to, okay, we got more of these things here. Wait for them to go on that side, and then use the Thunder Beam on that. You're gonna miss out on a lot of collectibles, unfortunately, but hey, it's better than taking a ton of damage. Honestly, if you don't have enough power for the Thunder Beam, I don't really know what to tell you, sorry. And here he is, it's Bomb Man! Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. Yeah, but, oh wow, he jumped in front of me, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Yeah, simply put, he kind of just throws bombs at you. Wow, that wasn't really hard at all. And what is this? There's one last thing. Okay, real quick, I want to mention that the Hyper Bomb is actually, Gutsman's weakness. But I think maybe we're going to save Dr. Wily for the next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mega Man. And as always, remember to smile. You were the face of Clona Comics Inc. Gaming. Next time, we take on Dr. Wily.